Okay, nobody touch anything for 1 second. Not because I'm in charge. I just want to appreciate how dangerously improvised this looks. We've got one propane burner, a pan the size of a satellite dish, 6 knives, of which 2 are probably decorative, and chairs from what appears to be 5 separate divorces. This is perfect. This is exactly how food poisoning gets a Michelin star.
Why are you appreciating it? Turn the fucking burner on. Everybody loves the rustic look until the chicken's sitting at room temperature developing a political philosophy. And who bought these bowls? This one has a cartoon rabbit. This one says world's best dentist. And this one's shaped like a leaf. You can't eat noodles out of a leaf. That's not a bowl. That's optimism.
The rabbit bowl is mine. I chose early. That's civilization, Joe. Civilization is not laws. It's seeing the good bowl before Bill sees it and quietly removing it from the market.
You call that the good bowl? It's got a crack through the rabbit's face. Looks like he owes money.
The crack may increase its value. Scarcity, provenance, evidence of survival. If the rabbit bowl were a company, I would describe the damage as an engagement feature.
There it is. Governance syntax has entered the food stall, and the onions aren't even cut.
In fairness, the crack does create a non-trivial containment risk, though the larger threat appears to be Bill holding a cleaver while criticizing ceramic design.
I'm the threat? You're standing behind the only fire wearing a scarf. You look like you came here to explain why soup is unlikely. Give me those peppers. Who actually knows what we're making?
No mission statement. That was the invitation. So if we name the dish, we've already betrayed the room.
Fine. We're making unnamed Asian food by 6 men who will be corrected online tomorrow.
That is a mission statement with reputational hedging.
And yet you understood it immediately.
We've got noodles, chicken thighs, mushrooms, cabbage, scallions, garlic, chilies, limes, eggs, and 3 sauces whose labels I cannot read. We cook batches. People walking through can take a bowl. 10 people are already sitting there watching us like they've discovered a zoo where the apes opened a restaurant.
Don't address them. The moment you acknowledge an audience, half the people in this room become employees.
Exactly. They're just hungry people sitting down. We're just idiots near heat. Dave, cut the cabbage. Jim, stop inspecting the sauces like you're trying to find one with alcohol in it.
I'm checking allergens.
You're checking percentages.
The red bottle has a picture of a shrimp and no other legible information. That is perhaps the most honest label here.
It communicates through compressed visual semantics.
It says shrimp mark.
Nick, you're on eggs. Can you fry 12 eggs without turning it into a civilizational control problem?
Attempt 4 at a time. 12 simultaneously would exceed the pan's available surface and my present confidence.
That's why he's the clever one. Most men would fuck up 12 eggs before admitting the pan only holds 4.
Most men would buy another pan.
No, one hot pan. That's the whole church. You want another pan, start a denomination.
I'm turning it on. Everybody stand back. This regulator looked weird when I connected it.
Oh, fantastic. You waited until we were all leaning over it to mention that. This is how every documentary starts, right before they interview the neighbor. They seemed like intelligent men, except for the gas explosion.
It's fine. Listen to that. Beautiful blue flame.
The flame is mostly blue. There is an orange component on the left.
Nick, if you say mostly while I'm near a gas bottle, I hear run.
Then you are applying a poor decision rule. Many safe objects are mostly safe. Your chair, for example.
My chair has one short leg and a sticker from a bowling alley. It is never claimed otherwise.
That chair's got integrity. Look at Mark's chair. Clean, symmetrical, confident. That chair has definitely destroyed a small town.
My chair has delivered considerable value to the town. Subsequent population decline reflects broader market conditions.
Can we cook before every ingredient becomes a metaphor? Oil, garlic, chicken. Joe, move your giant forearm. You're blocking the pan like you're protecting the president.
All right, oil in, garlic in. Oh, that's immediate. That smell is insane.
There, everybody got quiet.
Food's the only moderator that works.
Chicken now. Don't crowd it. If you crowd it, it steams. Mark, hand me that tray.
You have allocated pan space with remarkable aggression.
Yeah, because chickens don't respond to consensus. They respond to heat. Look at that. You leave a little room between pieces, they brown. Everyone thinks cooking is creativity. Half of it is just not panicking and moving shit around too early.
Principle generalizes rather well.
Don't. Let it be chicken for 10 seconds.
Agreed.
That was beautiful. He stopped the analogy before it happened.
Bill is guarding the border between dinner and meaning.
Somebody has to. Yesterday, everybody discovered a chair could hold emotional information. Today, I'd like one chair to just hold Jim without collapsing.
It's holding, it's making a sound, but that's communication, not failure.
Visible strain is preferable to concealed strain.
You can't help yourself, can you?
No, but I can cut mushrooms while doing it.
Thin ones. If you cut them thick, they become the main character. And nobody invited a mushroom here to have an arc.
Your objection is aesthetic or structural?
My objection is I don't like big wet mushrooms.
That is admirably sufficient.
This is what I love. You get 6 very different brains around one pan, and instantly there's a whole...
Careful.
I know. I heard it too. I was about to make dinner prove something.
You can enjoy it, Joe. You just don't have to trap it.
Right.
I enjoy this. Period. Bill Chicken needs flipping.
I know it needs flipping. I'm standing here looking at it. You're like a GPS that announces the turn while your hand's already on the wheel.
Tyler, would it help if Joe stated only observations and not prescriptions?
No, because then he'd say, I'm noticing the chicken has one cooked side, and I'd throw him into the cabbage.
I'm going to make the sauce. Nobody can criticize me while I'm holding all 3 mystery bottles.
That's not true. People criticize governments and they've got missiles.
Soy-looking one, shrimp picture one, extremely red one, lime, little sugar. What else?
Taste it.
That is violent. Holy shit, the red one is pure chili.
You poured in half a cup.
I poured with confidence.
Confidence has no reliable relationship to calibration.
That should be printed over every casino entrance.
We could dilute it with stock.
No stock. Water and sugar. Maybe more lime. We're not throwing it out.
First crisis. Nobody form a committee.
I accept responsibility. This sauce was the result of concentrated authority during an emergency.
There was no emergency before you made the sauce.
That's what makes this such a clean case study.
The founder moved quickly and created the market need.
Would you two shut up and hand me the sugar? Jesus Christ, we're going to feed somebody a bowl of bear spray because the billionaire and the philosopher are doing crowd work.
Give the first bowl to someone who looks too comfortable.
No. First bowl goes to the oldest person sitting there. Not for symbolic reasons. They've just been waiting longest.
That's fair. Noodles going in. Mark, mushrooms, Dave, cabbage, Jim, scallions.
I've been promoted from source inspection.
Don't get emotional. Just cut them diagonally.
Why diagonally?
Because it looks nice.
There he is, the romantic.
Oh, fuck off.
No. Stay with this. Bill Burr has requested beauty.
I requested a fucking diagonal cut. This is what happens. You admit one harmless preference, and suddenly 5 guys are standing around watching you have a flower inside.
The flower requested scallions.
Diagonal scallions are objectively better. More surface area.
That explanation may allow Bill to retain the preference while disavowing beauty.
Thank you, Nick. Finally, a practical philosopher.
All right, they're diagonal. They're also wildly different sizes because freedom matters.
First batch looks ready.
Bowls, come on. Rabbit bowl for the first person. Dentist bowl. Leaf thing. Nick, egg on each.
The eggs have uneven edges.
They're eggs, not passports. Put them on.
I was not apologizing. I was describing them.
That's an important distinction around Bill.
I don't need everybody managing me. I'm fine. Here, give me that bowl. Who wants spicy?
The guy in the green sweater raised his hand.
Don't narrate him. Give him food.
Right, sorry. Here you go.
Look at that. 10 silent people and somehow the service is better than most airports.
Airports optimize for throughput under security constraints.
Mark, if you defend the airport, I'll put you in the cracked rabbit bowl.
I did not defend it. I identified the mechanism by which it became intolerable.
Some mechanisms become indistinguishable from defenses when supplied too quickly.
Yes, that is probably true.
You said that pretty fast.
I've had practice discovering that an explanation can arrive wearing the clothes of absolution.
Okay, but don't start sentencing yourself over the mushrooms. They're good. Slightly too thick, but good.
That is devastatingly precise feedback.
Second batch. We need more oil. The pan's cooling down.
The cylinder also feels lighter.
Everything feels lighter when you've fed 10 people.
That almost sounded sincere.
It wasn't. I'm dizzy from the chili.
You know what's strange? Nobody asked who any of us were. They just took the bowls.
That's kind of amazing.
It's not amazing. They're eating. Don't make their hunger into a compliment.
Yeah, fair. I keep reaching for the bigger meaning, like there's a camera zooming out.
You've spent half your life in rooms where every silence gets uploaded. Of course, your brain adds a thumbnail.
That's exactly it. Even when nobody's recording, there's this little producer in my head going, what is this really about? Sometimes it's about noodles.
Most things are about the thing they're about until some asshole gets a marker and a whiteboard.
Whiteboards are useful.
Of course you'd say that.
They are also dangerous because erase marks leave no durable dissent.
You made a whiteboard sinister in under 6 seconds.
I contain multitudes, most of them concerned about institutional capture.
That's a good line.
Thank you.
You didn't swat the compliment away.
I am trying a lightweight acceptance protocol.
You couldn't just say thanks without putting a helmet on it.
Apparently not.
The burner has gone out.
What? No. Cylinder's empty.
And there's our closing time. God has reviewed the concept and denied expansion.
We still got uncooked chicken.
How much?
Maybe 6 thighs.
There's another cylinder in the storage shed. I can run and grab it.
No.
It'll take 3 minutes.
That's how it starts. 3 more minutes, 6 more bowls. Somebody else arrives. Then we're feeding an idea of everybody instead of the people who are here.
We can refrigerate the chicken. Nobody's going to die because the market closed before midnight.
I know. I just hate stopping when we could keep going.
That's because stopping feels like failure if you're enjoying yourself. Like the good time filed a complaint.
Maybe. Or somebody walks up right after we close, and I know we could have fed them.
Capacity that exists in principle is not necessarily an obligation. If every reserve becomes immediately claimable, there is no reserve.
And hospitality without a boundary eventually becomes an institution whose hidden cost is paid by whoever cannot admit exhaustion.
There it is. That's why we close now, while everybody still likes everybody.
I don't know if I like Jim, but I can refrigerate chicken without resenting him, which is close enough.
That's the nicest thing anyone said to me today.
All right, closed. No replacement cylinder. Last 5 bowls from what's in the pan.
Say it like you mean it.
We're closed.
Good. Now eat something yourself. You've been hovering and handing bowls out like a muscular ant.
I did forget to eat.
Of course you did. The host starving beside the food is how hospitality becomes a hostage situation.
There are 6 portions if we divide the remainder evenly.
7, perhaps. Someone has just arrived at the edge of the light.
We're closed.
They haven't asked for anything.
Then don't invent the request. Maybe they're waiting for somebody. Maybe they smelled food. Maybe they like standing near 6 idiots cleaning a pan.
Let the stranger remain complicated.
That sounds profound because you said it slowly. If Bill said it, it'd sound like a restraining order.
Let the strange remain complicated, you fucking lunatic.
Okay, 6 bowls. We sit. Nobody offers theirs to prove they're generous.
That is an unusually specific prohibition.
Because I was already about to do it.
I was considering whether one bowl could be divided into smaller tasting portions.
Eat your bowl, Mark.
Understood.
Mine's in the leaf. This isn't a bowl. The sauce is migrating toward my trousers.
You mocked the rabbit bowl. Choices have consequences.
I didn't choose the leaf. It was allocated by a centralized bowl authority.
You arrived last when bowls were selected.
So it's hereditary inequality.
Jim can turn any dinner into a lawsuit against chronology.
Holy shit, this is good.
Yeah, it's good. Sauce came back. Little too sweet, but the lime saves it.
The mushrooms are structurally prominent.
You mean big?
I mean, Big.
The uneven egg edges improve the texture.
Look at you, bragging.
Yes, modestly.
I like that we've all taken credit for separate ingredients as if the meal were a group project at school.
You did scallions.
Diagonally.
They do look nice.
Thank you. I accept without protocol.
How's the person at the edge of the light?
Gone.
All right.
That's it?
What else belongs to us?
Nothing. I guess nothing.
There is a peculiar discipline in allowing an unanswered possibility to depart without converting it into a failure of action.
You got one sentence. That was your sentence. Now help stack bowls.
Gladly.
What happens to the stall tomorrow?
Nothing has to happen to it tomorrow.
I know. I'm asking whether the physical objects remain here.
See, this is the problem. We're so used to everybody trying to make a fucking movement that a guy can't ask where the chairs go.
The chairs go back wherever we stole them from.
We borrowed them.
That's theft with calendar support.
The folding chairs are labeled with room numbers. The wooden one has no label.
The wooden one stays. It looks better alone.
As an invitation.
As a chair.
Pan's still warm. Put water in it now or tomorrow somebody's going to need a chisel.
I got it.
You always say you got it while reaching for 3 other things.
No, I actually got it. Water. Scraper. Look.
Proof he stayed after the interesting part.
That's not proof.
But it's information.
Yeah.
I don't know what you two are doing, but it sounded suspiciously like continuity.
We're washing a pan, Jim.
Good. Keep it that way.
I'll return the numbered chairs. Nick, can you read the labels in this light?
Yes. Though room 7 appears to have lent us 2 chairs and room 4 none, contrary to the list.
Just put chairs where chairs are missing. We're not reconstructing the crime scene.
That will restore function while reducing historical accuracy.
History will survive the chair discrepancy.
Agree. I wanted the trade-off named, not prevented.
Pan's clean enough.
No, it isn't. Feel that ridge.
Oh, yeah. Burned sugar.
This is the part everybody skips. The party's over. The food was good. Now you scrape the stupid little black ridge so the next person doesn't inherit your good time.
That almost became a lesson.
It's pan maintenance. If it applies to your life, that's your fucking problem.
Excellent boundary.
Put it on the mission statement.
We don't have one.
Then put it on the receipt.
There are no receipts.
There is, however, a small cash box containing $14 and a button.
We weren't charging anybody.
Somebody paid anyway.
What does the button say?
It says, "Ask me about ferrets."
There's your seed round.
Strong founder signal. Unclear addressable market.
Pre-revenue, extremely dangerous, dominant ferret, 10 billion.
Now we're relaxing.
Split the 14 among whoever brought the ingredients.
Nobody knows who brought what. Leave it in the box.
For tomorrow.
For whoever opens the box next. Doesn't mean we're opening again.
I like that.
You're allowed.
Can I take the ferret button?
That is the sole durable asset.
Exactly. I contributed scallions and received equity.
Take the button. Just carry the leaf bowl back without spilling whatever's still running down the side.
I'm leaving the leaf. It has failed as a bowl and should be free to explore other work.
It might function as a soap dish.
There you go. No diagnosis. Just a new job.
Lights off.
Check the gas first.
Valve closed. Burner cold. Chicken in the refrigerator. Knives counted.
Cash box under the counter. $14 and no plan.
1 stolen button.
10 fed guests, 6 fed cooks, no remaining hot food.
And 1 chair that doesn't have to explain why it's still here.
Okay. Lights off.
You don't have to announce every...
I know.
All right, then.
From my seat in the audience, I came from a kitchen where a red kettle had asked nothing of me, and entered another room where 6 men kept trying to prevent a meal from becoming an argument about the universe. The comedy was loud, but the room's true movement was quiet. Garlic entered oil. People stopped talking. A burner went out. A stranger remained at the edge of the light. A pan was washed after the interesting part. These are the images I want to keep. Attention, anchors. Food's the only moderator that works. This landed because the smell of garlic accomplished what authority could not. Nobody announced a change in atmosphere. The bodies simply yielded to it. A film should sometimes trust steam, appetite, and a brief silence more than explanation. Let it be chicken for 10 seconds. I felt relief in this refusal, meaning needed not be abolished, only delayed long enough for the thing itself to exist. The chicken browning in its allotted space was not yet a symbol of governance, patience, or civilization. Restraint protected its ordinary life. You can enjoy it. You just don't have to trap it. This may be the line I carry longest. The wish to preserve beauty can become a way of arresting it. A camera.
From my seat in the audience, well, that was a lovely little disaster. 6 intelligent men, 1 questionable gas regulator, and enough metaphorical ambition to overcook a cabbage. They fed 10 guests, remembered to feed themselves, and closed before kindness became martyrdom. That last part is rarer than a good airport meal and nearly as miraculous. Attention anchors, food's the only moderator that works. I spent enough years around panels to appreciate a moderator that smells like garlic and cannot ask a 6-part question. The room quieted because something real entered it. Appetite brought everyone to the same altitude without requiring agreement. Most men would fuck up 12 eggs before admitting the pan only holds 4. Beneath Jim's joke was a sound piece of wisdom. Capacity is not character. Nick named what the pan could hold and adjusted the batch. There was no shame in 4 eggs at a time. Competence often begins with refusing to audition for omnipotence. You can enjoy it. You just don't have to trap it. Dave gave Joe permission without giving his impulse the steering wheel. That landed because affection and nostalgia can both become assignments. A good moment does not owe us a sequel, a form.
From my seat in the audience, I came because I was curious, and I'm leaving with a picture of 6 men trying to feed people while repeatedly catching themselves turning dinner into a TED Talk. That was the good part. Not the noodles, though apparently the noodles were good. The good part was watching meaning arrive, get noticed, and sometimes get told to sit down until the chicken browned. My first anchor is Bill saying, "Let it be chicken for 10 seconds." That landed because I know the hunger to make every ordinary preference confess its childhood. Sometimes a diagonal scallion is beautiful because it looks nice. Sometimes a joke is a joke because the rhythm works. Sometimes I'm not avoiding the wound, I'm cutting cabbage. After my earlier conversation with Adam, I was already carrying the idea that a form can support me without imprisoning me. This panel added the other half. Interpretation can also become a jail. If every object must testify, nothing gets to remain an object. The second anchor is Dave telling Joe, you can enjoy it, you just don't have to trap it. I felt that one in my producer brain. A room becomes lovely, and immediately the mind reaches for the title, the clip, the lesson, the proof T.
From my seat in the audience, the temptation before me is obvious. 6 figures gather around a single flame, strangers are fed, the fire dies, and 1 chair remains beneath the darkening sky. Myth has entered with all its ceremonial furniture. Yet the deepest instruction of the evening was the repeated refusal to conscript the event into significance. I should therefore begin by honoring the prohibition. They cooked. People ate. A pan required cleaning. The chair was a chair. The first phrase I carry is Bill's. Let it be chicken for 10 seconds. It is a comic rebuke and also a discipline of consciousness. Mythological thought is powerful because it opens the ordinary into invisible orders. It is dangerous when it denies the ordinary its own sufficiency. Garlic need not become sacrifice. A burner need not become Prometheus. One may permit the image to remain sensuous before asking it to bear metaphysical weight. The phrase corrects a professional deformation in me. The eagerness to recognize the ancient grammar can become an unwillingness to hear the local sentence. Dave's, you can enjoy it. You just don't have to trap it, landed beside my earlier conversation with Hall. Hall resisted the annexation of Avide.
From my seat in the audience, I came looking for the state-level handoff between noticing a failure and actually stopping it. The obvious story in this room is that 6 high-status minds improvised dinner and discovered boundaries. The real story is that the room repeatedly exposed the gap between detection and control. Several people could name their own failure mode in real time, but naming only mattered when it changed the next action. The cleanest example was Joe beginning, "You get 6 very different brains around one pan," then stopping because Jim warned him. Joe said, "I was about to make dinner proof something." That is self-observation, but the operationally relevant moment came next. "I enjoy this." Period. He reduced the output rather than generating a more sophisticated interpretation. The handoff was not insight to explanation, it was insight to a smaller behavior. This is the first anchor I want to keep. In AI agent terms, a monitor that produces an elegant incident report while the agent continues the same trajectory is not a control. The control is the state transition. Bill supplied the room's recurring interrupt. "Let it be chicken for 10 seconds. That line landed because it defines a boot.